All right, yo. So a quick little summary before I get into this part of the video. If you guys missed it yesterday, basically, a lot of creators had a call with the developers from Infinity Ward, I believe, and basically a lot was promised to them. And then a lot of those creators took to Twitter and started hyping up the update, saying Warzone was saved and all types of things, kind of along the lines of that. But then the update dropped and it looked like almost nothing changed. Personally, I think aside from like the one-shot snipers and a couple of other changes, really the core game is basically the same. So if you didn't like the core game before, you're probably still not gonna like it. But yeah, it was a bummer to see they didn't really change so much. And also, before I roll this part, yo, do not go hunting into other creators' chats and sending them threats and hate messages. Like, they don't deserve that, guys. At the end of the day, this is a video game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction here. It's to Joe Wo's video he posted yesterday, and also the gameplay will be at the end with the class setup. So I do hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
Kind of used creators as a scapegoat because I thought that the game was looking in the right direction because of the things we were promised.
All right, I will say, like, although like if they were lied to, like that's super shitty and like fuck the devs for that, but like knowing the devs and like knowing their history, like I think you would have to take everything they say like with a grain of salt, because they've always overpromised and underdelivered. So why would it be any different this time? Exactly. Like you can't really, like, I don't think you should just speculate and say the game is saved when you haven't seen gameplay or like any concrete evidence. I mean, that's my thing with that, but like if they did get lied to, that's really shitty.
At people like myself for a bad update. We heard the same thing. We were all promised the same thing. And now somehow it got turned to be my fault and other creators' fault.
I think the reason why he's getting so much hate for it is just because of what he tweeted. He literally said Warzone 2 is saved and like a bunch of tweets along the lines of that. So like I think maybe he was just a little bit too optimistic, dude. Like I mean, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, bro, if they did get lied to, then that is kind of shitty. But I just like, I don't understand why you'd put so much faith in the devs when this happens literally every season. They promise the world and they deliver us nothing. Like it's every time, man. I don't get that part of it.
Never done that. Like they didn't do the same thing for every single update and be like, oh.
All right, I can say for 100%, I never fucking dick rode any update or fucking hyped up anything like that. Maybe at the start of the game I was more optimistic, but I mean, I feel like after that I've been pretty much keeping it real 100%. So I mean, like the reason why like I tweeted the shit I did today and like why I'm honest with like my community is like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking lie to you guys if I don't know the true answer and like what's actually coming to the game. If what I know is coming is bad, if that makes sense. And like I'm not gonna redirect you guys over and redirect all my traffic from my platforms over to make them more money, and like they in turn don't give a fuck and literally their only goal is money. That's all they care about, bro. I'm not gonna make you guys spend your money on stuff that I don't even think you should. Like my community is the reason I'm able to like do what I do for a living. Like why would I turn around and like just lie to them? Like that doesn't make sense, man. Now I'm not getting the mug for the next update, literally. I've never received any package, never any invites, early access, anything like that, so I don't give a fuck. Like I got nothing to lose.
I'm gonna sit back and be like, the game is great and just let bad things happen or not voice opinions. And people say, well, you're just playing a game, bro, like blah, 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 which I do understand that. I think anybody would be a fool to say that they would not actually voice an opinion about something that's their career. If you do something 10 hours
I mean, like like on the other side of that, I voiced my opinion, but I'm just not optimistic about anything because we just get lied to and overpromised 24/7. So like I'm not going to be optimistic about every single new season and season reloaded of Warzone if in the past we've been lied to literally over and over again. So like you can voice your opinion, but it doesn't have to be positive. Like if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm pretty fucking negative over there, and that's because I think it's deserved. But like deep down, believe it or not, I do want the game to fucking be good.
Today, and you got something that we were told. We didn't get to play season 3. I see people saying, you got to play it, you should know. We didn't get to play it. We played the update at the same time as you guys did. So when we're being told things, you would think that what we're being told would actually be true when the update drops. And then to be getting
Oh, why would I don't know why you would think that. Like, they have a track record of overpromising everything and lying to us. Yeah, that's the mistake right there, is believing the devs. Like, that's the fucking fatal flaw right here. And that's why there's just a whole misunderstanding, dude. Yeah.
death threats saying that
Okay, yeah, the death threats are fucking out of pocket, man. Like, at the end of the day, guys, it is a game. So, like, if you're doing anything like that, then you need to fucking, a wake-up call and a reality check, because that is out of pocket. And, like, I don't give a fuck what they said about the game. You guys should not be doing that. So, I mean, like, that's fucking... that's just fucking blown way out of proportion.
patch notes today, as all of us saw them, were very vague. When we're seeing things like movement and outplayability is now going to be in this season, that sure sounds like we're getting an incredible buff to movement. Outplayability.
See, it does sound like that, but in every previous season, they always overpromise this shit. So why would you not learn from that? Like, why would it be any different this time? They've lied to us in the past. They overpromise in the past, literally all the time, even in Warzone 1. So, like, why would this time be any different? They can say they're buffing movement, and I tweeted this literally yesterday before the update even came out. They can increase, like, sprint to fire by 0.5% and still say the movement is getting buffed. Movement is, like, going to be a lot better with this update. So, like, I don't know why this time you would believe that things are going to be so drastic.
There's a voice for everybody. I'm not saying bring back slide canceling and everything else. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying to improve the game overall, they should have creators play testing the game, and I guarantee you in under 30.
This is what COD Next was, and I don't know how much criticism was actually given at COD Next, but that's literally what COD Next was. And I know some creators voiced their opinions and, like, listed some changes that still aren't even implemented into the game. But I mean, like, that has happened before. They just don't act on it. So there is definitely a disconnect somewhere with the people up top at Activision or Infinity Ward making the decisions, and, like, the devs that are actually making the game. I mean, like, all right, like, it was a pretty good apology aside from the ads, but that could have been an accident. I hope it was. But yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, like, if they got lied to, that's super shitty. But oh yeah, look at all these golf videos. That's all I watch on YouTube, by the way. But yeah, like I said, if like he got lied to from the devs, like, that is super shitty, but you just have to take all of this shit with a grain of salt and just, like, take into account the devs' history and their track record, man, because I just like don't see why it would be super different this time.
dropping into